We are here, we are here, we are here on this amazing day. Okay, everyone, this is Cam Jones, FX Daily Analysis, and we are marking up AUD, CHF. We are on the 12-month time frame. Price action last candle to the right-hand side is a bearish red doji, or I should say bearish red candle, like a spike up to the high to zoom in. Yeah, bearish red doji, second last candle, bearish red doji, spike up to the high, third last candle, doji as well. So we have dojis coming through, trying to break through that fourth to last candle in the market to the upside or downside. So far, like it made it to the midpoint. Current price is sitting at 0.59995. So if price work its way up, it can head to the top of the fourth to last candle. That will be near the numbers of 0.68315. If price action pushes down further, it can push down towards the fourth to last candle, towards the bottom of that wick, nearing the numbers of 0.55335. And we're going to take a look at what's going on near that midpoint. And that'll be near the numbers of 0.60973. So if price action pushes up from this area here, that means it stopped at the midpoint of the fourth to last candle in the market. So the fourth to last candle in the market has spiked down, market pushed back up, and then it worked its way down for a decline. So we're looking for price action to break out of the fourth to last candle in the market to the upside or downside. So anything within that fourth to last candle in the market will be consolidation. And let's redo the bottom of that support. I want to take that support down a little further. So the bottom of that wick will be near the numbers of 0.52975. Rearranging the midpoint as well. Bring it down a little bit towards 0.59793. So as I was saying, price action is within that fourth to last candle. So you want to see the breakout towards that fourth to last candle towards the upside or downside. So far, price action only made it to the midpoint of that area. So if market respects the midpoint, it can work its way back up with the bullish green candle. So that means it can identify as a pattern, which will be a double bottom. Because that fourth to last candle, the market spiked down and then market came back up, that'll be the first leg coming down, second leg, third leg, with third last candle to price, and then market create that bullish green candle and work its way up for that double bottom. Once market breaks the resistance line at 0.68315, we're looking for the break, as we can see, the retest, and for the market to push its way up further, and market could be coming from that double bottom and retest. If not, that market can continue to consolidate at the top end of this area, or it can push down and break through and consolidate at the bottom end. But so far, we do know, as I said before, we are in consolidation. Market's working its way down sideways, so it's a consolidation downtrend. And if the market pushes down further, it'll identify markets coming from that first, second, third, got that fourth leg, break the midpoint, may identify a break and retest to push down further. If not, the break and retest could be identified once it break out the SR line. So it's just in that downtrend of consolidation within that fourth to last candle. Headed to the 6-month time frame. So price action on the 6-month time frame is reading as a bearish red candle, as a doji spike up to the high. So it's retesting, price action candle is retesting the second last candle retesting the third last candle retesting that area up here. So as I said before, if the market respects the midpoint line, you'll see that market work its way up, and we'll see that structure for that first, second, third. Market pushes up. If it pushes down further, where is it coming from? You can read it as an overall first, second, third, have that double top of that decline pattern of break and retest, or you can just pay attention to what's happening in this area here. So when that market did break into that area and came back to retest, that can be identified as the first, second, third to last candle. The market will be a retest. The market pushed down, so there's a double top in that area. Market did spike the highs once with the fifth to last candle and the third to last candle. Markets work its way down towards the midpoint. Walking to the 3-month time frame. So price action on the 3-month time frame is reading as a bearish red doji. So it's sitting right on that midpoint. So we got to see if it's going to break the zone and break out, or is it going to continue to consolidate, or is it going to work its way up with the bullish green candle. Walking down to the monthly time frame. So price action on the monthly time frame is reading as a what? Bullish green candle, coming back to retest the midpoint of that second to last candle. So we do know from the previous time frame that the market did work into that zone, consolidated sideways, as we can see with the price action candle being a retest. So what that market is reading in that area is a second last candle pushed down, price action came back to return to the midpoint. So it could be tagging that area, and if it follows up with the following bearish red candle, it'll drop down unless this candle creates that momentum, because we are in a monthly time frame. Market could work its way through the second to last candle. So identify as the first, market breaks out with the second, engulfs the second last candle as well, break out the zone, retest, and work its way up, and you'll see that incline double bottom, or you just may see a single bottom, market just work its way back up to the previous areas. Working our way to the weekly time frame. So price action on the weekly time frame is reading as a bullish green candle still. So we have the engulfment. So price action is engulfing the second last candle. So that market can be headed to the top of that zone. So it can be headed towards the numbers of 1.61098 before, which it did kind of tag the midpoint of that area with the price action wick at 0.63946. So you may want to wait till we see another following bullish green candle start work its way up through that midpoint line, or this market is active so it can follow up and push up through that area as well, unless it's denied. But we do know that price action is entering the zone. So as it entering that zone, it could be coming back to retest, or it just be pushing up a bullish green candle. So we're going to look out for that first leg and see how far that market's going to push up for that second. May identify a retest, maybe not, and push up further. But so far, market's in that zone. So we basically waiting for the breakout to the top of that zone or towards the bottom of that zone. We are on the daily time frame. So price action on a daily time frame reading as a huge bullish green candle, grabbing that second to last candle in the market. And let's take a look at what's going on. So we know we see that the market broke out of the second last candle and it's headed to another area. So let's take a look at what's happening. So the pattern that's being formed that broke out the previous candle and the previous days, we do see that first, second, third, the market pushed up for that fourth, and this is why we're looking to see if that retest is going to happen. So price action is trying to engulf the previous side, which would be near the numbers of 0.60239, but just to gauge it much more tighter, just take it to the midpoint line, which would be near the numbers of 0.60413. So we're going to see if that market's going to break through that midpoint, consolidate, or work its way back down. Walking to the 4-hour time frame. So price action on the 4-hour time frame is reading as a bearish red candle. So we see that the market did what? Break into the zone. Price action bearish red candle engulfed the previous side, so that market could be working its way down. So it engulfed the second last candle, primarily like we want to see it engulf that third last candle, which will be that doji. And once that market starts breaking out through it, then it's probably coming down for a retest to see if it's going to work its way up further. But so far, we're still in that consolidation. So we're waiting for a pattern to form in this area. And right now we have the break and retest. It's going to push up, it's going to consolidate, or it's going to work its way back down to the midpoint. So to break down the structure, it will be the high, we have the mid, and we have the low. So market can break it down to the midpoint, still work its way up, or lower lows and still work its way up. But we still aim for that pattern to break out the area.